Hello and welcome to all you Geminis out there. This is your monthly horoscope for December of 2021. And two big things are going on. It's actually the solar eclipse and the Venus retrograde, a very Plutonian Venus retrograde. Let's get started with the most important for the Geminis is, of course, the ending of the cycle of the eclipses in your signs. I mean, the North Node in Gemini and the South Node in Sagittarius, your opposite sign of relationship. So this shows that it's the last one that we're going to have on the 4th of December. It's going to be the sun, the moon together at 12 degrees with the South Node. So that's called a total solar eclipse. And with the South Node, it means letting go of something, or it means the ending of a cycle that has to do in your case with relationships. Doesn't mean to say that you have to end the relationship, no, but there is something about the relationship definitely that is at a new cycle, when you're in a relationship. And for some of you, yes, for some of you, but if you're watching this, don't panic. You're feeling it already. You can be sure of that. Especially those who have planets around 12 degrees of Gemini. So they will feel it the most, this eclipse. And it's the last one. So it means a wrapping up and of newness that has to do with you, a rebirth of yourself and of your go. But also some sort of a death and rebirth that definitely has to do with connections. So, and that is a cycle that I've been talking about for like the last year actually. And so this is definitely not something new that I'm talking about, but it's in the combination with this Venus-Pluto that it's definitely for you about love, and that it's definitely for you also about what you love and what you value and what is important for you. And also the resources that you share with someone else. Why? Because this Venus-Pluto is going to happen in your 8th house. And what is this all about? Well, Venus is, of course, not only love, it's also money. It's also what we find beautiful. It's what we desire and what we attract in our lives. And with the retrograde, it shows, because Venus goes there every single year, it stays there for a couple of weeks and that's it. But now it is already, as I speak, Venus is already in Capricorn in your 8th house. And it's going retrograde at 26 degrees of Capricorn around and about the 20th of December. And then to go direct again next year and then actually finishing up at the end of February of 2022. So a tremendous amount of time that Venus is dancing around back and forwards in your 8th house. Now, why is it also intense? Not just because it's your 8th house, it's the most intense house that we have, area of life, but it's also about Venus touching 3 times Pluto. And normally Venus conjoins with Pluto like maybe 2 days, it takes 2 days. And now, like the whole month of December, Venus is going to be just a couple of degrees away from Pluto, touching it, going over it, going back to it, and you understand what I mean, right? So this is a very, very intense, transformative month for everyone in a particular area, but for you in the area of 8th house stuff, which is the house of trust, which is the house of intimacy. And with intimacy, I'm not only talking about sexuality. It can be a part that can enhance the intimacy, but it's also a lot about emotional intimacy. It's about, also the validation that someone gives to you on a mental level, on a understanding you, seeing you, knowing you or understanding you and going beyond. I mean, the true depths of love, right, is going beyond the flaws of that person and seeing the person as a whole. So all these items are going to rise above the horizon. For some people, it is on a more a more tangible level, which is the level of finances, like inheritances and taxes. So there can be a back and forwards in that for some people. You're definitely gonna attract money. With Venus in the eighth house, that has to do with other people's money. Investments or like I said, maybe the money that you have with your spouse and whatnot, or with a business partner. So definitely, if that is the case, there can be a revisiting of improving your financial situation. And with Pluto there, it can be a lot of it. Pluto has to do with a lot. And so it's like total destruction, but then total building up that is way more authentic than ever before. So if you're getting like, you need to do your taxes or whatnot, do it. Although it might seem a bit of a crisis in the beginning, it's going to help you afterwards to be in a better place when this Venus is... but that's only for a few of you, of course. It's not all going to be the same for every single person. It can also be, talking about love and intimacy. The eighth house is a hidden house. So there could be developing some intense energies around a person. Or having at least the opportunity to get more intimate with a person. You see that often Venus, Pluto, or Venus in the eighth house, when people get to know someone, and then Venus is with Pluto, it is like the intensity of, the trust issues that come up because you're opening up to a person, right? So then you open up towards your vulnerabilities, which is in fact a beautiful thing, but it's not done without, these fears that might come up. So quite a lot of deep stuff for you Geminis out there. I know Geminis the Gemini personality in itself, which is just a part of you, by the way, when you're watching this, is not very keen on that. It's absolutely the opposite. Geminis, they just want to have fun, and it's not that they just are here to go from flower to flower. That's not what I'm saying. But they want to have fun, and they want to communicate, and they want to be witty and all of that, and enjoying life. Nothing wrong with that. But now it is a time to get serious, and it is a time to transform. And you're going to do this through these areas that I'm mentioning. So be prepared, dear Geminis. Use your wittiness to go through all these deep waters, because it's going to be quite deep waters. Again, when the Venus Pluto, when it comes to relationship, when you have an attraction towards someone, when you are single, for instance, or not, there can be an attraction. Be aware of your intentions. Be aware of what the consequences can be, because with Venus Pluto, the consequences are very transformative. That can be a good thing, but be prepared that you know what you're doing, and you know what deep down inside you want, and that's going to make that transformation possible. Having said that, thank you so much for watching. All the best to you, and see you next time. Bye-bye.